All right, guys. So we've built some reports. Now I want to go in and build a quick patch report. Now, one of the things I like to do is come in here and help figure out, what's easy to do. What's the thing that I can just go build really quickly and will give me some nice results. Give me a quick overview of what's been going on in the environment. And so for the first thing I want to do with that is I want to go look at my patch analysis results. And I want to see for a given job, how many targets did I run against? When did that job kick off? Because usually we like to kick them off on particular schedules. And then of the servers that I was trying to talk to, uh, how successful was I? So I always start with, and it does matter again, what order you click these on. So I'm going to get the number of servers attempted, then of those, the number of servers that were scanned, or not scanned, and then I want the number of compliant or non-compliant servers. By clicking them in that order, that'll give me a nice order that'll make sense over here. So when I look at the number of servers attempted versus the number of servers scanned, in most jobs, there's occasionally some servers that were not successful. Now, at a high level, this report, it does show some useful data, but the biggest challenge with it is it's not immediately visible whether these are good or bad numbers. If you look really closely at it, you can see I tried to talk to 4 servers, I didn't talk to 3. I see some not scanned numbers here, but how do I make sense of it, right? And the easiest way you can do that is to do a quick calculation. And so I always try to go get a percentage, and a percentage tends to make a lot of sense to me here. Let's get percentage, and the number of scanned servers as a percentage of the servers attempted. And so that'll give me my server patch scan success rate. And that is a rate. And I'm going to go ahead and insert that. And look, I get that as a percent. Now, the other thing I like to do is now that I've got a percent, how do I call out the ones that were successful or not successful? So as a rule, I consider anything that's below 90% to be, probably cause for concern. 95% is obviously a very good value, and then anything below 80 is probably not great. And let's go ahead and let's put in anything below 70. If you got numbers below 70 in school, you probably wouldn't be too happy with it. So the other thing that's great about conditional formatting is there's some out-of-the-box values that are nice and easy to make sense of. And by giving yourself basically 4 goalposts to shoot between, that gives you nice results for 5 different outcomes. And you click OK. Helps if you click right in there. And look, now the numbers jump right off the page. I tried to talk to 3 servers. I was successful in talking to 0. That number jumps right out. Now, since I can get this field by looking at the numbers of servers attempted versus scanned, I will usually come in and delete that number off. Because I usually don't care so much about that. Now, the next metric I'm going to want is of the servers I was able to talk to, how many actually came back fully compliant, fully matching what our policy was. And that's again another calculation. And I want the number of compliant servers as a percentage of the scanned server count. And this is going to be the patch compliance rate. Let's call that the server patch compliance rate. And that'll show us the number of servers that are completely compliant. Now, in most environments, this is a little bit of a misleading number because this, even if you're only missing one patch out of maybe several hundred that are in scope, server's still going to come back as non-compliant. But it gives us a starting place, right? It gives us an easy metric to go after. Now, again, I don't care about the number of non-compliant servers at this point. And I'm going to go do another conditional. And let's aim for similar numbers to what we did last time. We'll just do easier numbers this time. And let's do excellent, very good, average, and below average. You can put these goalposts anywhere you want. You know, I will sometimes put in a 0.95 and then kind of work my way down. I have very high standards where this stuff is concerned, but I think in most environments you got to be pretty realistic with what your what metrics are achievable and how you want that stuff to flag. So of these reports, only that one was actually coming back as completely compliant. And let's go ahead and sort, and let's get the most recent job runs. Maybe we'll get slightly better success rates. Uh, yeah, and obviously if you have no servers to run against, you're not even going to have any data. But that gives us some nice, easy to understand numbers. In large environments, I'll sometimes filter down the number of runs with not a lot of targets in them, so that I'm only seeing the larger runs. But let's go ahead and save this as let's see, which we call this. How about patching success and compliance rate by run? And copy that. And let's go ahead and save this like we do with so many other things. And that goes into my custom reports queries. Helps if you click right on the button. And there you go. So there's a nice little query that we were able to put together in 5 minutes that tells a good story. Keep looking for other videos, and we'll have some more reports for you here momentarily.